held late into the plant as Boaster has a paranoia primed and ready for a play straight into their spawn. Kayak with him. This is delaying them even further. Tejo's rockets come in, the salvo blocking them a little longer, meaning it's a panic as they run back into Boaster. He's not able to capitalize though.
Yeah, they've caught both controllers in a matter of seconds. The only problem now is just that time has been ticking. Already half. Some shots connected by Kayak, but it doesn't matter. The defuse is coming under as no. Already. Decoy. Definitely made it a little bit easier to read. Ready though. The defense are here. Crashies will drop another. The thing is they still haven't got the planted. Eventually that will go down, and I think a lot of the danger in this round has already gone. Loon though, with that sniper, might be the one risk.
Well, appears to be. Already dropping one, the double barrel, both are used, and now creeping onto the site is Yumpy. It's a free kill. Kayak looking the wrong way, but Chronicles able to correct. Drop another member before this gets too scary. Only one to block the defuse. The wall, though, put into play. That's a big problem. They've got to find a solution to this quickly. Grabwell goes in, buys them a bit of time. Distance needs to be closed here and now, though. Vac could just start to stick this, but they've got players ready to respond with Boaster just up top on the boxes and no chances given to Vac. He was looking for the kill. He needed it, but FNATIC denied any opportunity. There has to be a give and a take with it. And I think here, definitely a give from him. Gave the pick away to his opponents, but the re-aggression, it kind of works out the same. Lost the breach, man advantage still for FNATIC.
Yeah, that's Yumpy down as well. A lot of your setup utility, if it does go into a retake, is going to be gone, but it doesn't look like there's any plans from BBL to play the retake. They've already got 2 players within the site, but it seems like FNATIC are well aware of that. Checking their backlines, the hold from Kayak, but he can quickly maneuver with the TP, and a third man re-aggressing up mid, and Sociable trades evenly. He's done incredibly well there. Now with 25 seconds left, a 2 versus 2, a player on either side of the map, and the fake TP hasn't really baited anyone. It will put the pressure onto Vac as they look to make it their way into his site.
They certainly heard the adage, if at first you don't succeed, the triple mid push nets the 2v2 with 10 seconds left. Time to move. FNATIC walk in, plan being attempted. It's Vac that could stop it, but won't get there in time. Eliminates Kayak at least and follows up onto Al.
When he caught himself with a flash, and now things become very difficult. You have yourself that ultimate available. It's already been thrown through though, and isn't going to be able to do too much. None of the players were in the site just yet. I think that's Rolling Thunder that's been used all the way back. And in fact, Yumpy's actually walked past his opponent, and that time really is ticking. Boaster still within the site. They have to be on it right now, and I'm intrigued to see if this is actually going to go through.
What?
Oh! 0.01!
Quick rotations. They start to make their way towards mid to stack up heavy for the fight. That does come their way. Kayak dropped double peek. Boaster's running right into. Realizes that's not a fight he wants to take, but can he get out? There's 4 players all around him, both sides stacked up, but Boaster still delivers. Sociable down, and perhaps an avenue for this squad to move towards B. The paranoia, absolutely perfect, and time bought for the TP. He is out of here, and although Yumpy's brought back to life, FNATIC tried to punish. I thought they were going to get it, but not quite in time.
I think he was just out of position. A good res that's brought this back into BBL's favor. The work of Boaster somewhat undone, and with 40 seconds left, they do still have to make a move. Vac's got to be careful. There are 3 players in middle, but he just about gets out of there, and in fact, he's ended up getting quite a bit of information for it. I think multiple players shooting at him as he tries to exit, and 25 seconds. FNATIC have to make a decision. They've used that from the shadows as well, which might have given a quick avenue onto the site. I do start to wonder if this becomes a save.
15. I mean, this is going to have to be a quick approach. Look where the spike is, straight to the site. No room to slow down. Chronicle needs to clear the way. They have to take the snake out of the grass. If Loon can drop this spike, it's over and done with already on the site. The plant now attempted, but he's just around the corner. Loon denies it. The time run dry. The round going the other direction. BBL. Well, this man was putting up 4Ks round in, round out the other day. 15 seconds left.
This time I think it is a save.
Sure. Unless they do just run in. But Chronicle's got one, no real movement. Spike is still actually shifting forward. They are moving in. 7 seconds left. They've left this so late. What? Yumpy's just stopping them. Spikes on the floor. Weapons thrown to the ether, into the abyss, and they won't be coming back.
To go. Here goes Loon again. It has to be expected. First headshot, second as well. Great early start from this youngster. We've spoken about it many a time. You get an 18-year-old prodigy from the Turkish league, chances are they're going to be pretty good. And it seems like he's another hit. I'm yet to see a miss, actually. That just seems to be the meta.
At the end of the day, man, like
we're going to have 60 Turkish players in a few years.
When this guy's doing it against Giants, it's one thing, but up against FNATIC, if this continues, yeah, this is going to be a lot. There already are a lot of eyes on him. It's only going to increase from here on out. Alphayer drop, trying to push up back again, steadfast in his defense of the B site. Getting around that wall is Boaster, but it's not going to give them any extra avenue of approach. He is dropped immediately, leaving Chronicle to make this as costly as he can. At least one dropped. And that is where it ends.
And then plays ahead sometimes. So it's not like they're just sitting doing the same thing again and again. And well, there you go. He's ahead of it. So you're not expecting anybody to be that far forward. That's already Kayak dead. And by the way, he had the spike.
That's the second time as well in that exact position. Kayak's being cut off, then ult used for info. Hunter's Fury on the back of it, wall that's sectioning them off. That was... So here's where we get to the overcooking conversation. Maybe in the 5v3 we didn't need to continue the aggression, but hey, listen.
He TP'd through their Cosmic Divide.
Just don't cramp his style.
Into their entire team.
Don't cramp his style, man. At the end of the day, you know, if you want, you got to take the good with the bad. And that, it was the bad, but there's some good behind it. Still, equalized down to a 3v3. Now, BBL might start to regret that little bit of over-aggression. Also, you know, 5v3, and they had the spike. I think that's an important extra piece of information. FNATIC, no ultimates to claim it back in terms of Boaster, but Alphayer going to be putting in the Armageddon. Big problem for players on site. Having now moved to the back exactly where Boaster knows, but Profect still delivers the hit. Alphayer, 20 HP, holding on for dear life, but Profect makes him let go. And as this slowly slips out of the control of the attacking side, 12 seconds left, spike down, 1v3 for Crashies.
If at first you don't succeed.
Well, this is the try again. Fourth time he's just gone walkabouts. Success has been found before, but this, the cleanest exit he could have had. Sticking around still, though. Greedy, hungry, perhaps. And Boaster set to feed him down to 2 bullets. It's time to get out.
I love he had a TP the whole time, and he was like, 2 is not enough.
I need that 3rd, and he almost got it. Had the chance. Alphayer tagged down to 10 HP, but survives the engagement. When Loon comes back, though, it won't quite be the same case. Standing inside the salvo, he claims a 4th. The lunatic finally put to bed, but Chronicle left in a 1v3.
Obscuring vision.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone disrespect FNATIC this much. Like, it's almost like it's a new year and he's forgotten who they are. It's just filthy. Fights them tooth and nail, does that versus Alphayer. And now Chronicle. Well, the desk had a conversation of who they'd want in a clutch. Zoo begged to differ that Boaster was the choice, so we get to see what Chronicle can do here. 25 seconds up and coming, still has the spike, has a chance to isolate Vac, who currently sits at the back of site alone. Well, that rotation's already coming in with a Rolling Thunder. I don't think that leaves any hope. A very impressive...
Profect's going to be that safety net. Boaster probably running into him later on. See if BBL go back in that direction. Already lost Loon, caught behind the smoke. Spike hasn't made it out. Yeah, time to go meet Profect. But Boaster, well, he didn't get too aggressive. Just sat around here, waiting up top for these players to rotate back to nice spot. And if no one goes up towards the window, he could be catching them all with their back turned, but it's unusual. With 4 players, someone has got to check it, and then Boaster needs to deliver. Here comes the Stampede, plenty. 3 players there, in fact. Smoke blooms a little too late. He's already been spotted, drops 1 at least.
That's fine.
And buys time, 3 players just outside of B, as footfall found by BBL.
Trying to bait out some of that utility before the plant comes in. Well, the Venture's going to come through, but easier said than done. Forced into the hands of Kayak. He went a little bit quiet in the end of that second half, but he's back on the board again.
For the battle through that wall.
All missiles away.
He'll get it. He's been spotted. Comes the salvo yet again. Concussed too. They've dodged all that utility, ready to take the fights, but in a very nasty position as the wall is chipped away at. Covered. Less and less of it by the second. They look to fight on the backside. A big swing from Yumpy. Kills picked up, and even more by Sociable. But the numbers, they remain in FNATIC's favor as the defuse started again. Now just making it to half as Alpha. But Kayak Not quite caught by it. Is revealed though. The stealth drone clearing him out, so he TPs to backside. A lot of space given up here, and Prophet claiming a kill on mid. It's a great start for BBL, starting to get a sense of this site. Kayak still, though, causing problems, able to pick up one and fade back. A 4v4, damage done to Loon. Utility coming in to delay. Ultimate used for info. Alpha catching Yumpy. So much disruption from the side of FNATIC, and they're picking up kills as BBL flee the site. Kayak now behind them as well to be concerned about. That means the players on site know that Loon is the only man challenging them. That gives Alpha the green light to swing on in, and a clean. Immediately, Loon pops the ulti.
Does this mean they're going to use the other? That was the question I was going to ask. Is do we do? No, he just goes alone. I thought maybe, okay, they'll use the Hunter's Fury just to get a free kill and a gun. No, instead, Loon was like, oh, I can take him. I've got this. I think there was a stun to help him out, but even still, this leaves them level with a severe weaponry disadvantage. And a lot still to do.
Oh, the retake of space is nice from Yumpy. They cleared that side out, but now he's up close looking for the fight. The shots don't land, though. Again, weaponry disadvantage in play. Glaring for the side of BBL. They've lost Yumpy, they've lost the sight. A star down to at least use the grab well, buy some more time. Hunter's Fury and a couple of kills. This could actually work out. Another burst of the Hunter's Fury claims Alpha Yair, and the grab well wasn't even needed at this point. The round is already theirs. BBL, they won't see
time. You can see those later flanks, those later spots, and you need to highlight also what Prophet is currently doing, wrapping around the backlines, coming in incredibly late just to make sure that this becomes awkward. Boast has done well though, a clear on the first, immediate trade. They just need to buy time for Prophet if he can even get there, and he's right there in the last second. This could be Ushiro. His own grandfather has caught him out though, but I think he's bought enough time. It didn't matter in the end, but oh.
I think it was going the other direction. And now they realize, luckily, 3 players still here, ready to fight. Flash goes through. The peak slow from Loon. 8 HP. He's so low, but that will not stop him. A gate crash put through. It might even have been spotted by Crashies. I'm not sure. It was faked out anyways. Loon going aggressive instead, straight through the smoke. He might not be needed. Traded out.
For maybe the first time ever, decide to actually teleport out. Now, bear in mind that Alpha has that Armageddon online. A big win for Prophet on the outskirts of the map, and well, this time not denying that plant. I wonder where Alpha will even place. It's such an obscure post-plant position. They're playing alongside the wall, and you break the wall, and Loon comes and fights you. Again, he's going to retreat for the second time after finding a kill, and is being healed back up by Vac.
Armageddon, oh my god, stun, paranoia, everything hit him. Finally, they deal with Loon, and it's Boaster to lead the charge right back into the site. They're taking over. Rolling Thunder put in by Yumpy. It'll buy them a little bit more time. And they've even got a grab well. They don't know if the defuse was coming through. Yumpy confirms that it's not. They've bought that time, and they've bought enough. BBL, they've done it. There's no stopping it now. The spike explodes, and so barriers going up. BBL sending Alpha down.
He's already dead. See you later.
Alpha's got nothing to say about the pistol round. Neither does Sociable.
He's too old at this point. That's what it is. Past 18, Loon's younger. He automatically gets the buff, the Turkish buff.
That's all it is. The neurons are firing faster. Well, Loon's up close with another chance to do damage. Boaster's the one to shut him down. Chronicle steps up as well. It's an even scenario. Leaving just back, though. Damage done to both opponents, and a shot away. But it doesn't land. It's Leon. And you take a look at BBL. Not too much of an investment, but they group up. They play this one as a team. And look at the reward they get. Boaster already dropped. Alpha Yair sent walkabouts on B. Shut down by Sociable. Now, what was a round in which we expect almost nothing becomes one with so much potential for this attacking side.
Yeah, I'm starting to get nervous. It's crazy that you look at sort of like the clutch players and individuals you have on the FNATIC side, and right now, BBL have been the ones that have been pulling out the miracles. Spoke about the lurk potential of Prophet on the desk. What about the lurk potential of Sociable and a Yoru? I know you didn't see that one coming, did you? Neither did I, because it's kind of weird, but oh my god, kill him! And it seems like somehow Chronicle has eyes in his hands, because he was able to see Sociable just jiggling a little bit.
Eyes in his elbows. Could be, who knows what they've been doing to the breach arms. Kind of upgrades Killjoy's giving him. We're looking at the push up from BBL though. Plant, lots of control, a ton. Over towards Sand as well, where it does look like Crashies could be in a bit of trouble as he swings on out. Already up close, wrapping around right behind him. Profak didn't go through the cage, didn't commit fully. If he did, a free kill awaited him. Instead, Crashies gets a second lease of life. His position now spotted. Nice shot onto Sociable, but still to deal with Profak. And the knife in the back is the most effective weapon for BBL. As Loon falls, the time though ticking away. Chronicle making this possible for the squad, but the time too far gone. 3 kills. A nice round for him, ult online, but BBL with an immediate... Most definitely, maybe. They're going into it. Big push. Chronicle already able to rip off one's head, and the second follows. Great damage done. BBL responding in kind. The Bulldogs left to try to make up some ground, and Boaster does a great job of it. Molly down 2, Spike obtained, but the flank from back. This is the real danger if Profak can keep them back for long enough, but he won't. And now, back the knife, but he comes in a little bit too late. Over to the A site for the plant and a 1v2. Boaster and Alfier with upgraded weapons will be coming back into him.
He's had to go for a safer plant as well. Knows roughly where both players are coming from. The door sound is going to be baited by Boaster. The whole idea is to try and put doubt in the mind of Vac that maybe they've gone the other way. He gets that first kill, and he's still looking the other way. The spam from Boaster has done so much damage, but it hasn't managed to clear out Vac. He's still standing, at least for now, and it's close. But the IG
push up through A main. They're going to walk right into Profak.
Yeah, he's done well in a lot of these scenarios before and already. He's going to deal with Alfia. That stun isn't going to help out Chronicle too much just because he was so low on HP. Boaster, though, again, has managed to find a way back into the round, looking to pressure Profak, knowing clearing him is going to be so important, and that's exactly what he does. In fact, Kayak now steps up as well. And this leaves Yumpy alone. Ultimate already gone, time being bought. He goes through, but he can't quite connect that second shot. A tough hold.
And tougher as they keep the 1-for-1 trades going. FNATIC close the distance, op in play for Alfier. It's not the easiest to step into that angle. Yumpy might have a chance, but a quick shot needed, and it lands. Flash primed and ready. Loon on the swing through the smoke. Lands perfectly, and Crashies almost...
See what that does. A very aggressive push. Finally manages to finish his dinner into one, and actually with the stunned up team, that showstopper goes through. Vactor wins the battle, and actually Profik wins one more. That was all but set for FNATIC to take over. And well, Boaster eventually will even things up again, but that could have gone a lot better.
Yeah, fair to say that it could have. Using the showstopper, rounding the corner like that and being picked apart.
And Rolling Thunder as well.
Operator on the floor, Rolling Thunder used. We talked about FNATIC's ult economy and how they had so many advantages, being able to save them up and dump them into a round. Well, they did that right there. And they found themselves not quite a neck-and-neck position. HP favoring the side of BBL by a small margin. Boaster, though, looking for the off angle, 21 HP. The element of surprise, his best chance to drop a player, and there it is. Sociable didn't see him coming. 20 HP on Yumpy. He's in danger and has to run. 40 seconds on the clock. They have to decide where to take that spike. No knowledge on where Crashies is. They only know about Boaster. So going anywhere else, there could be 2 players lurking.
One gap.
But they have walked cleanly into that gap left by FNATIC.
Yeah, this was the only space that was left. They had everything else covered, and well, that will at least give the plant, and more importantly, that gives Yumpy his ult. Now, using it to effect is going to be difficult. He is so desperately low on HP, but instead, there's the re-aggression. Crashies just trying to wait for the timing, hoping the Profik doesn't expect the second player to be here. This battle is absolutely everything. Just playing that time a little bit longer could in fact win them the round. Now Profik looks away. The expectation that there still could be someone there. But the doubt in his head, and he's actually repositioned maybe perfectly. It's just going to come down to this fight on the site, and Yumpy wins it. Now lift onto Crashies to try and get back in, but that time is ticking. The stun going to slow him down even further, and the HP difference, not a massive amount. Hoping to try and kill him off, but it's down to Yumpy, and he will win it as well. FNATIC to try and pad the gap of what is a pretty horrible buy, but it's working. Already managing a couple. Yumpy with a nice shot, but he's tagged low. Sociable now going to try and clear things out, and the Cosmic Divide, they now know exactly where these players are. Should mean that they can get a plant in, although saying that, I'm just looking at both. No, in fact, it's Crashes with the spam. That's going to catch Yumpy out.
Got the spike.
From here, the plant being stuck, what is there to deny? There is still some utility that they're looking to fire in, but doing so costs Crashes his life. Profek was waiting, Outlaw in hand. An upgrade there on the floor if he wants it. He's sticking with it. Sticking with the Outlaw here, it's a risk, but it may pay off. Everyone but Alphayer will be one shot to him. Alpha, with the big gun, manages to drop one, leaving just Sociable. Already used his decoy. He's just got one flash to work with. And there's a player right beside him. He's still alive, though. Flash used now for the close fight. Lands it onto Boaster. But Alpha saves the day at the final hour. I think it's already being abandoned. Yeah, they're stacking up A. They've had this read for a couple seconds now. BBL walking into a lot more players than they're ready for. He didn't know Kayak was behind him. Sociable blindsided, Yumpy falling, and the push coming to an instant halt.
God, this would have to be one of the best clutches we've ever seen. Back left in a 1 versus 5. Already being encroached on from multiple angles. 5 players around the corner ready and wait.
But he is alive.
I think that's going to go on one of those like Valorant Nightmare Twitter accounts. Loon, he's been having a quiet time and well, he will get one, but that's all she wrote. Profek, well, Boaster's cleared the angle next to him. And actually, that means Profek can focus on the one angle where Boaster is. Puts it back into a 2 versus 2. Make that just 1, as Profek has to do basically everything. But he lands a shot at the last second. Even looks for a little... Back trying to hold the line, but the nade will deny him. Wary that he could be getting wrapped on. And in fact, he was right to be wary. Unfortunately, he's still met with a bullet from Alpha. So is the fake out. They're starting to get dangerous. They're still not clearing this man, just giving him shot after shot, but they are still trading evenly. Somehow this has come down to a 2v2.
Oh, caught with the stun out as well. It was almost bad for Chronicle, but he delivers. Now that last player caught behind the boxes won't land.
The one major investment here. And I think the defenders must just be a little bit confused. They've already made their way right back into the site. Now that pick comes in, but Loon is still there. Sociable is going to get stunned and forced right into the hands of Kayak. A nice little 1-2 punch. But even still, that time is ticking away. The spam not quite going to be enough to deny that plant. And now for Loon, well, we need to see some of the magic that we had in the last map if there's going to be any way for him to get back into this round. Already spotted out, looking for that double peak. He does manage one. Players above him already, just trying to hold on to the bottom of the side with the Judge and getting up close. This is a problem for the side of FNATIC, but he's down to just 5. Crashes will eventually deal with the danger. And the rest now just Sheriffs in a post plant with a Hunter's Fury. You have to fear for BBL.
Yeah, the chances were there a moment ago, but certainly fading away. Having to walk into the operator in arranged angles across the board. A squad of FNATIC who have already now cleared out A main. No pressure on them. Hold back from Alphayer, not ideal. That is a part of the map they knew they'd given up, but just gambling that no one had come that way. That gives an op away to their opponents. Low HP on Crashes, he quickly falls, and with Boaster not giving away where the commitment's coming through. This could still be a fake. There's minimal steps, but now it's being heard. Profek knows they're on the way back. Doesn't quite adjust in time. Caught out by Boaster. Yumpy emerging from the smoke is an element of surprise, but not one that catches them off guard. And well, Sociable already spotted this round. Seems to have fallen apart for BBL.
And it's a horrible one as well, because the only logical thing to do here is save. Like, you just...
7 rounds in a row. It starts here and
oh no, it doesn't.
It almost ends there as well.
4 and 5.
How have they survived that?
So cursed. And for somebody else, this could be some freebie kills. Maybe not. Vac has been having an absolute nightmare, and actually Crashes on 5 HP gets 2. If it wasn't bad enough that he didn't quite die, he's taken out a couple of your teammates with him. Profek will dome 1. And Chronicle now the only healthy player. Has to try and be a little bit more careful in these scenarios. Bear in mind, he's the one with the spike. Look at where Crashes is going. He may be
spike down.
Sociable. Just has to read. He gets it absolutely perfect. And now on just 4 HP. Oh, once again, Sociable's got his ult. Now, normally, he has a judge, but he's going to do it with the shorty.
No.
How? No. How has he managed to survive? No, don't go in for one! He's an absolute nut job! I can't believe he's come out with 2 there. That's got to be a bit of a tilter. While Boaster tries to hightail it in the other direction, he is met with exactly the same result. Chronicle, he's been insane this game. 22-9, but he's got 70 HP. That's the one reason that Kayak not having a gun isn't too much of a problem. Oh no! Gone for the Rolling Thunder. Well, he's been met by Boaster on the other side. That is not how I expected that ult to be used. Maybe in the retake. Instead, though, it's Loon to go forward and go out. Vac has managed one, but it's only going to be traded. This is looking like the beginning of the end, but Profek still standing strong. Looking for more! He gets a lot more! 2 headshots through the box, and now Crashies left standing. 1 versus 2. First shot connected beautifully, and it seems like he even expects the rough position of Sociable. Rifle in hand this time. Not the op to hit the shot, but it's waiting on Crashy's side instead, but he can't quite hit it.
To such a thing, to such an economic bottom line. Vac, the first to dish out death. Danger, though, around every corner as BBL are discovering already. Man advantage falls to FNATIC. Push through the smoke from Vac, but they're in a smoke of their own. Contain and a swing together. Nets another kill. Advantage on advantage for the attacking side. And the B site now taken with nothing to say about it is Yumpy. He's trapped up top, a close-ranged fight against close-ranged weapons. Guess how that goes? Not in his favor. Sociable, the last man standing, and the headhunter finds its mark.
FNATIC pushing in his direction.
It's going to be a big hold. Yumpy super low and dropped immediately. That opens the avenue for FNATIC to move towards the vents, but instead they take it to heaven. It could be a costly mistake with Sociable and Profek still on this side of the map. And Sociable, I mean, if he's spotted here, they might assume that's the B player. You might not expect the second one to be around here, and that's a big danger then, because in comes Crashies from main. Profek, oh, he's being cleared still, but he lands the shot. 8 seconds, plant needed, and plant found.
Player standing.
Unfortunately, still the lurk left from Chronicle. The only real chance, I feel, was in some form of plant denial as the time was getting a little bit low, but FNATIC were methodical in their take, and Profek, 48 HP, he's not getting around this corner. A 3-piece for Althea.
Well, these teams traded blows 13-8 on their own maps, but here on the middle ground, there is a clear hierarchy. FNATIC opening up this round. One where they come in with 4 rifles anyways, 3 of which are about as good as it gets. They already have a man advantage and a rifle extra to be recovered.
Was that their own smoke that was pulled back that Sociable walked through?
Could be.
I think it was. So it just meant that he was left out in the open facing off against the whole team. I think that's a mistake, luckily. That might be about to rectify it. 2 kills, but even still, look where the remaining players are. They're on the complete opposite side of the map. I guess the only thing they can hope for is maybe they catch Chronicle looking the wrong way. Oh no, he's just about got past the angle. And in fact,
Spike still coming?
Yeah, they might want to actually try and kill this player off. I think the steps going towards B are going to lead this. Yeah, Profek, why would Profek expect anyone to be there? He's just seen Chronicle run the other way.
Yeah.
And because of that, he ends up going down. Yumpy tries to take the fight, but there is a patient FNATIC waiting on the other side. And with their split already going through mid, it looks like Vac might be alone. The flash and the shot actually not bad. Althea down to 9, but even still, Vac is isolated.
30 seconds.
Isolated with a pistol. He got a double last time up in heaven. They walked into his cross area to full auto gun. Now a little harder to get done, but the triple almost found. Sociable there just in time to help out. But something tells me Vac had that covered. In for another is Sociable. A 1v1, 12 seconds and 9 HP. The previously tagged up player finally.
Again, mid-control, but it's almost an immediate pick. It's actually the showstopper that's caught him, and Yumpy's dead as well. Alpha on the raise, showing that utility can kill. And leaving.
Replay, please.
3 players standing. Again, Vac is completely isolated. And while that information from Chronicle is going to tell them that there's only one man they have to worry about, they can wait for the second ping and know exactly where he is, the same as last time, immediately blind, being pressured from either side. Profek desperately trying to help, but maybe the help won't be needed. Kayak this time will not allow for any shenanigans. Well, Prophet, he still gets one there.
I'll handle this.
So clean with his crosshair placement.
No gate crash. I think Loon might even just have tried to take that out right there. No flash either. Just down to the decoy. All alone. Comes out of his ult. They already saw the decoy. They know that's not the real. He won't give away the backside play just yet. And now his team have flooded in to meet him. Plant acquired. Yumpy on the ropes, but he comes out unscathed. That's Chronicle, who's had such a good game so far. Now Crashies falls as well. And the numbers for FNATIC way behind.
Oh, the Nightfall is not going to make things any easier. Sound removed, Boaster trying to pull out some montage moments with this operator, but it's only going to be the one. And now left onto Alpha on that raise. Always terrifying. The nade is going to go through, and Prophet is just going to try and stick it. He will get it to half. That's at least something. Buys them a little bit of extra time, but he has to go through, and the shot lands, but there's damage as expected. He's got away with that one, almost scot-free. And again, this mid-pressure coming through from FNATIC.
Push it by Prophet though. Look at where he has managed to slot himself into, but Crashies was wise to his tricks. That could have been the spike down with full control for BBL. Instead, a disastrous outcome. A Judge going up into heaven, Vac backing him up, and huge damage done. Vac's picked up another, and Sociable on the site with no intention to let this.
Mario, you're running it down most of the time. You still got that showstopper as a potential opener. And for some of these kills, not a whole lot of trade potential. Like, I'm looking at the position. Loon's just going to go down. Spike planted as well. Like, the back of the site becomes less and less valuable. And as said, it's just 1v1 after 1v1. This is exactly what FNATIC wanted. They win every.
Has managed to do Chronicle things, creeping up into heaven, but he'll be spotted soon, walking right into Loon, who lands the shot, wastes no time with dispatching another member of FNATIC. Now they look to the B site. The ultimate used by Loon will clear them out soon. Perhaps not. It's gone down mid. There's a gate crash to move to A. There it is. One player spotted, two players spotted, in fact. Still with a flash, still with a decoy, and he's going to fake out that presence in mid. Using the gate crash back over towards the A site. Now FNATIC have to clear all these angles. It'll run the clock down further. But they've moved to heaven, and I see Raze is going there. Showstopper time, perhaps with 30 seconds. It's a big commitment.
Especially now with the additional smokes down. They're just selling ideas that there's a lot of players in these current spots that they need to clear. In fact, they're both within the site. Nothing being heard on the other side is also going to start that rotation. There goes the showstopper, and actually, it leaves just Prophet. He's been tagged down enough for Crashies to get the kill. It leaves the other two not quite close to the action, and FNATIC have sort of clutched at straws and come up big right at the right time, but it's how many miracles can he pull off?
30 seconds
We already
left.
saw it not too long ago. Well, Prophet's done well to start. He's immediately traded out, but this at least puts the timer on the side of these remaining players at the back. Vac with that first, and a rotation back just not possible. He will have to do everything though. Yumpy is so desperately far away, and Crashies maybe caught out a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Boaster's the one to land the shot. And while this time it's a safe plant, no chance for Yumpy to disrupt.
They might even have seen him just as that smoke bloomed, whether they did or not. Boaster,
An example that didn't work.
Your Loom, and then crazy players like Sociable. He's definitely up there for individual skill.
Rainboss gone.
There's
there you
both of
go. You put all of your money, all your eggs in one basket, and there, absolutely nothing. Good start for the side of BBL. In fact, they are going in as quickly as humanly possible. Blink and you miss it. It's not going to work. But still leaving some doubt. You can even see the rotation. Nice shot from Prophet. This leaves the pressure on to Chronicle. Something we mentioned as excitement when it comes to this man on Sentinel. A chance for him to display what he's got, and it turns out it's nothing.
Yeah, I'd like to close that display.
Spike planted.
FNATIC now locked out in a 3v5. What's the decision? This is a big investment round. It's not like they've got a massive bonus rolling for them. They haven't got a lot of credits to fall back on. And so fall back is exactly what they will do. Step he takes in this round. FNATIC waiting with the numbers to overwhelm.
He's trying to deny. Prophet trying to hold the line. He's done damage, and somehow Sociable is still standing. Needs to be the shot connected, and Kayak's done well. 2 kills already, and he can reveal the remainder. Knows where Vac is standing. Will he spot out? He will. That's Yumpy's sneaky little spot revealed. This now becomes a bit of a problem. No safe haven to stand in, but he'll win the fight versus Kayak. A player above, Boaster to eliminate. And now Vac is all that remains. Already has the star down. Gravwell used a little bit early. They're not going to be able to get on that spike just yet. He's trying to burn that clock down, but can't quite hit the shot. It's Boaster to land it. The time is gone.
But to acknowledge this usurper, the push up from Vac is all a distraction. It gets Boaster curious, peeking into Sociable. Ult used, information there. Alpha Yair spotted, Showstopper online, fired in. It doesn't find its mark, but Loon does. Now a 5v3, a 5v2 as FNATIC continue to crumble. BBL from such a massive deficit coming into this half. Just a few kills or perhaps a few seconds with a FNATIC save away from taking the lead.
Again, leaves Chronicle isolated within the site. Waiting within the smoke is perfect, but eventually he'll have to fall off it. Just trying to hold on to that heaven ground, and well, the weaponry just not there. It's a quick clear from the side of BBL. Alpha Yair got his first, but the expectation of another player in heaven just wasn't on his list. It's now left all onto Kayak. New boy on the block. New member, and well, he's pop flashed himself and ended up
with a kill, which we might be. Paranoia's good. Decoy's there.
Wonderful.
Kayak.
Spike down.
That could be the play that saves the day. There's still an ult for Profect to claim the spike back, but by the looks of it, maybe they're not going to do it the old-fashioned way. It might be the ult just to be safe. We'll see.
A beautiful setup. Stun combined with the paranoia, but even still Sociable, well, thought better of it. Down to just 33 HP. I think as we've seen these rounds crumble before, the heroics of this BBL side, but bear in mind, they're yet to lose a round when it comes to this attack. Maybe one falter will be enough to turn the tide of this once again. Even still, Sociable's just walking out. He hasn't been seen. There is the cam from Chronicle. He'd have to hit a pretty magnificent timing to get past this one, and I think instead he is waiting for his teammates to make a move. There is much more of an opening on this B side. Look at the current defensive setup. 3 players over on A, while Chronicle waits alone. At a minimum, he needs to trade 1-for-1, and the spam hasn't really connected in the way he would have liked. He does manage to take down Profect, though, keeping himself alive ever longer, and Sociable low is going to be spotted as well. A fantastic round from Chronicle to hold, and Yumpy with 12 seconds left has already been spotted. There is no survival here. It is final. Nice maneuver. Nade thrown through, and the swing out from Sociable. He was looking to try and find a kill. Now Loon goes in. No doubt. He's not just planning to escape. There's normally some attempted magic paranoia as an attempt to push back. He lands the first shot, but isn't expecting the reswing. Still 3, now 4 players setting up to this B site. BBL are walking directly into a trap. It's almost a kill back, though. A hefty amount of damage on Crashies.
They have to be worried about mid, and indeed Boaster's still sat up in heaven watching that play out, so there's not going to be a stab in the back effectively from Vac. Still with the TP for Profect.
That would do it as well.
There's the info. 25 seconds left.
Cutting through.
They have to push this into the B side. Still credits for the next round. No need to save. See what they can drain from their opponents. Rolling Thunder put into play. Nice shot by Vac though. Heaven control taken back. 15 seconds. Time to go to site. 1 HP on Crashies. Kayak has to stand strong and he will fall. 1 HP on site. But
he's TP.
The TP to the A site. The plan will now be found. Chronicle can try the spam. That would be his best chance here. Or to catch him afterwards. The spam not landing, but the shots do. How quick can Vac get here? He needs to run around. Just 1 HP on Chronicle and 1 on Crashies. Not like this, surely. Vac creeping around towards the screens, and he's left Crashies without a clue of where to go. He'll make it to the spike. The tap will be heard. Vac making his way, but it's not even half. The big swing and the delivery. It's Vac the knife to